Hello friends, how are you all? Hope you are doing great at various aspects of your lives. Welcome to another book review podcast by Team ThinkkerViews. In past, I got a chance to read a short story named Miserable Success, penned by humble, intelligent and successful author Srimati Sudha Murty ji. She doesn't need any introduction. Her life was started in a humble background, but she made the 100% use of the opportunity she got to get educated. And she excelled in her studies. She had a notable career span in Tata Group as well as in college as a professor. She also runs a remarkable number of charity works and tries to do her bits for the betterment of the society. She is more loved for her down-to-earth nature and simple personality. Recently, she is nominated as a Member of Parliament of India by the President of India. There also, in her first speech, she had raised an issue regarding women's health and a vaccination regarding that, and that was praised all over the media. Let us come back to this particular book. I bought this short story when there was a deal running at Amazon India, and it is fully worth the amount I have spent. But it is worth the time I spent reading it? Well, the short answer is yes. Let me elaborate. Being an entry point to the virtual world of content, a book cover creates the first impression of the book, and despite believing in the fact that a book should not be judged by its cover, one cannot deny the influence of a book cover on a remarkable number of purchase and or read decisions for sure. As you can see in the podcast cover, the cover page of this book is pretty simple, and the beauty of the same lies in that. The cover page shows an illustration of a person, the protagonist Vishnu, from the side. The missing checkerboard pieces from his head represents miserable stuff pretty effectively. Success has more to do with satisfaction than the possession of the material stuff, and thus this illustration perfectly fits in. Not very attractive, but not dull as well. A moderately good cover page, I would say. Please let us know your thoughts about the cover page via comments. Now let us take a bird's eye view of the short story named Miserable Success. The story is about Vishnu, one of the old students of the author herself. In the initial segment of the story, the author introduces us to Vishnu and tells about his persona during his college days. Of course, he was a skilled student. Some people don't find the right path for their career for long, and some are pretty clear about what they want to do and what are their goals since a pretty early age. And the definition of success is different for different people. The author then talks about her meeting with Vishnu after many years. What she found during their conversation is better to explore by reading the story. Now let me share my views for this particular story. The story is actually based on real people and explores actual incidents. It is taken from the author's book, The Day I Stopped Drinking Milk, Life Stories from Here and There, sold as a single by Penguin Publishers. They call such shorts Penguin Petty. Possibly the aim is to provide short read opportunities to the people who get time in bits and pieces. And small content, less price concept seems working well. Usually, the author changes the name of the characters and sometimes even places to keep the anonymity of the people whose life journey is explored. Also, some people consider it a breach of privacy also. The author herself believes that it would be unethical to talk about people and incidents which are shared to her in faith. She makes it clear that Vishnu insisted her to keep the real details in this story, as he wants it to be served as a guideline to others. The author has mentioned it in her notes. This is one of the reasons that we shouldn't keep author's notes and preface or afterwards and other such sections while reading a book. I don't want to include the spoilers, so I cannot talk more about the content. But I can surely tell that it is about finding the real meaning of success, which eventually leads you to live the real life. All the material stuff can give us joy, and it is necessary for living a comfortable or otherwise life. One, however, needs to define what success actually means for him or her. At one place in the book, we see the author telling Vishnu, I have seen many more seasons than you. With my experience in life, I want to tell you that having good relationships, compassion, and peace of mind is much more important than achievement, awards, degree, or money. A wisdom lesson, right? The arguments of Vishnu are also interesting, but that is something you need to explore. I am sure in many of the readers' mind their own answers to this argument are already running. The author is good at exploring scenes. The way she explains the persona of Vishnu when she sees him after long is very photographic. Also, during the conversation, when she asks Vishnu about where he lives, Vishnu starts giving a long answer. She needs to cut him and tell him, Vishnu, I didn't ask you about your assets. I am not an income tax person. I just wanted to know where you normally stay. She was pulling his legs. But what is Vishnu thinking? The author has a very rich vocabulary, but she decided to use day-to-day language in this book, and it makes the book more appealing. I found the book quite inspirational as well as giving life lessons. Purchasing and reading such books always help you in being a better human. In summary, I can say that Miserable Success is a sweet and nice book that conveys wisdom lessons. Definitely worth reading. From ThinkReviews, I would like to give it more than 8 stars out of 10. So, have you already read the book? Are you planning to read it? What do you think about this book review? Do you find it helpful in deciding whether to go for the book or not? Please do share your genuine remarks via comments below. If you have enjoyed listening to the review, please hit the like button and do not forget to share it with your friends and other fellows whom you think such reviews interest more. Till we meet with our next podcast, bye bye, take care, namaskar.